Blood ran cold. Inside the flash drive, dozens of screenshots, photos of me from outside my window, logs of my daily schedule, even a list titled "A Possible Outcomes." One of the detectives handed me a printed copy of that list. I didn't want to look, but I forced myself. Under "A Possible Outcomes," he typed things like a reconciliation if approached gently, a public embarrassment via anonymous tip, a physical intervention if necessary. The last line read, "If I can't have her, no one can." I stared at those words until the letters blurred, the room tilting like my balance had been ripped from under me. Ramirez saw my reaction and quietly folded the paper, placing it back in the file. "He's not getting out anytime soon," she said, like it was meant to comfort me. But I didn't feel comfort. I felt exposed, violated, like I had never really escaped him at all. Marcus pled not guilty, of course. His attorney tried to spin a story about concern, about heartbreak, about misunderstood intentions. But the evidence was overwhelming. The photos, the footage, the notes, the fake names, all of it painted a picture that couldn't be explained away with charm or a smile. Still, the court process dragged on. I testified in front of a packed courtroom, my voice steady even though my palms were slick with sweat. I saw him sitting there, clean-shaven in a suit, trying to look composed. But when our eyes met, I saw it. The same hunger, the same obsession. And I realized then that prison wouldn't fix him. It might delay him, but it wouldn't undo what he'd already become. What he already was. After the conviction, stalking, unlawful surveillance, identity fraud. He was sentenced to 15 years. It should have felt like closure, like safety. But trauma doesn't understand time. Even after the sentencing, I still checked the locks twice, sometimes 3 times. I kept curtains drawn even in daylight, avoided routine, changed routes in grocery stores. Therapy helped, but slowly. My therapist, Dr. Lee, told me that hypervigilance is the brain's way of trying to protect us from past threats. It kept you alive, she'd say, but it doesn't have to control you anymore. That made sense logically, but logic doesn't always win when you've lived looking over your shoulder for over a year. I had to rebuild not just my sense of safety, but my sense of self. I took time off work, used my savings to travel alone through small towns in Vermont and coastal cities in Oregon, letting unfamiliarity reset my system. I journaled constantly. I deleted old photos. I stopped imagining revenge or what-if scenarios